Welcome back, my old cat travelers, to another video, guys. It's been a long time since we saw each other. Sorry about that, guys. I've been busy with work. We are celebrating our 10 years anniversary, guys, at work. But, you know, once again, I'm here. Major update. We are doing version 3.12, where light does not fall. First update, after the finale of the main storyline, guys. So, not the most big update, but we are getting a new, I still don't know what to call them, like a side story. So let's see what they're cooking for us. All right, guys. So I'm gonna try something a little bit different today, guys, with the skills and stuff like that. So tell me, guys, in the comments if you like that. All right. So first of all, guys, don't forget Day 3000 celebration campaign, guys. If you guys watch the latest Another Eden update with our beloved Scott, Another Eden Japan is almost 3,000 years old. So 3,000, did I say 3,000 years? I mean 3,000 days old, guys. Mistakes were made. So we're getting 3,000 stones, which is pretty neat, guys. So make sure that you log every day, guys, and also get your 2 green keys and red keys. Very, very nice. All right. Oops, I click on this. I should not have clicked that. All right, let me close this, guys, again. Still doing this. Still flying this a little bit all over the place. All right, assemble is what they're called, where light does not fall. While Aldo gets help from the COA officer during the visit of the Theta district, a shocking incident developed elsewhere. Starting location Elza Theta district episode. The close-up open world and the Azure Rebel must be clear. I think it's actually like right here on my map. Yeah, it's up here on my map. But besides that, guys, we are also getting a cute little characters. You know what? I wasn't sure at first when I saw her in the video. We are getting a new character called Linaria. I wasn't sure at first in the video because she seems to be like the typical clumsy, kind of like klutzy, a little bit dumb characters, but her kit seems interesting. They're kind of like trying something new here. Hey, can I ask you something? What is it that you fight for? A Greenhorn investigator slipping through the crack of justice, Linaria. I think she's kind of like adorable. Like, I don't know. At first I was like not sure, but I think she's growing on me. I'm from like what I saw. All right, guys. So right off the bat, guys, we will go on the wiki, but I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna spend too much time on the wiki, guys. So let's focus here on our skills. Final slice. All enemy fire slash attacks ×2. XL. Strength increase the closer the user current MP is to the max for a max of 25. Stack 1 death strike of all allies. When double strike stands, pierce slash is deployed. Increase the amount of stack of death strike. Yeah, so very first characters, guys, that do 2-zone piercing and slashing, which is kind of like interesting. Another move is called Piercing Cell. Single attack fire slash attack medium applies the following effect to target: slash resistance minus 25% and piercing resistance minus 25% for 3 turns. So right off the bat, guys, we can see she is a character that will fit in a slashing or piercing team, obviously. Save space. Deploy double strike stance, slash and piercing. Apply the following effect to all allies: physical resistance plus 80% for 5 turns. Status immunity and cyclone wind immunity ×2. Little here. I kind of like that they're doing this. Like, makes my job easier. But yeah. Authorization. Preemptive. Apply the following effect of all allies: power and speed and over critical and critical guard for 5 turns. Power and speed will be 100%. Applies the following effect on sword, axe, katana, lance, and bow user. Links for 5 turns. Link effect. On an allies attack, additional fires attacks XL ×2. Additional types attack type change based on the recipient, which is pretty cool. We're also getting special status. Death strike based on number of stack. Power plus 4 and critical plus 10. Max 120 and critical by 300. Max stack for 30. Stack condition. Stack 1 when using final slash. When double strike stands, pierce slash is deployed and increase the amount of the stack ×2. Yeah. And her stellar abilities are here. The following stellar skill become available as soon as she's awaking. Automaton. Apply the following effect to all allies: regen max HP ×5 and MP regen ×50 for 15% ×5. Wow. Execute. Save space. In addition, in stellar burst, change to final protocol. Final protocol. Deployed double strike stance, pierce slash and apply the following effect to all allies: critical damage 100% until the end of turn. After all enemy fire slash attack times 10 XL times 40. Little animation here. So without without going into too much detail, she seems to be like a decent support character ish that does slash and pierce. Also, guys, a little bit update here. We're getting brand new banners, guys. Again, these banners I'm not gonna read. You guys can read it. Once again, these are kind of like generic banners that that come and goes. They're always here, so that's pretty cool. And we are also getting our boy. I keep moving. I don't know why. Our boy Cetie is also getting a Stellar Awakening, which is pretty cool. So which is kind of nice, guys. So you will need they're actually giving us like 1 free currency, so you will need 2 to get him. Right off the bat, I haven't read his skills, so we're gonna read them. But if you have the currency, do it for Cetie, man. Cetie's been around for a long time, and also I love his 2 little robots. All right, stellar skill. Hold up. Preemptive all enemy fire piercing attack times 5 XXL times 25. When 8 retro counts stack on the user, execute Try Assault, Blaze Impact, and Vigilance Ace. Lance. When +8 clock counts stack on user, stack jamming on all enemy. Note retro count and clock count does not stack for these skills. Ooh. All right. So I guess we'll go over his skills, but right off the bat, I guess it's just like his little robots. There's gonna be something crazy to do with that. All right, guys, let's switch real quick to the page. All right, again, I'm gonna go over our page really fast, guys, and then we'll read back his skill again. I want to keep them short, below 20 minutes. All right, right off the bat, I like the fact that she looks like. She doesn't look like a child, but obviously, guys, she's like a cute little character. I love her facial expression, her boots. She reminds me of like a generic, typical anime klutzy characters. I got nothing else to say really. She's cute. Like one word, she's cute. And she uses fire and has a sword and uses bangle and is light. I'm just gonna leave here, guys. Her ability for you to read. But yeah, we read them already, so they're not super crazy. She does not seem to be super complex to use, which is great. Easier characters are more fun to use. All right, let's see what Baki has to say. Character breakdown. Linaria Detective. Use the new zone double strike stance pierces slash for the new strategy. Authorization preemptive increase all allies power and speed by 100% and grant over critical and critical guards. Safe space deploy double strike stance piercing slash and grant all allies with physical resistance, status immunity, and clone immunity. So that's the skills you want to use. Her stellar skill works definitely in stellar burst. When normal, all allies are granted HP and MP regen while safe space is executed. In stellar burst, double strike stand piercing slash is deployed, and after all allies critical damage increases by 100%, she's fire of all enemy fire slash times 10 at strength plus 40. And this is Baki's actually battle tip. All right, so based on time to learn about the stack Death Strike. Based on the numbers of stack, power plus 4 and critical rate plus 10%. So you want to max out that skills very fast. Recommend stacking strike. Acquire additional abilities after Stellar Awaken when double strike stance pierces slash is deployed. If allies use both slash and pierce attack, stack 10 death strike of all allies and turn allies. So that's pretty much what it's saying, guys, is you either want to do slash or piercing. The more you do these moves, the more stack she has, and when she gets 10 stack, she gets super strong. And again, slash, piercing, and fire, these are kind of like the 3 element or type you want to do pretty much. And then that's pretty much for the character. Very simple to use, obviously. Like, you do some defense, and then she supports. You do the authorization, and then you have a bunch of like slash and piercing move, and then final slash, the final slice, and again do a bunch of damage. Again, she seems fairly easy to use, which is neat. All right, we got Cetie. All right, Cetie, we're gonna read his Stellar's Burst skill, guys. We got Hold Up, Preemptive Fire, type piercing attack of all enemy times 5, increase skill damage times 5. When 8 retro counter stack, consume 8 retro count to activate Try Assault, Blaze Impact, and Vigilance Lands. These are his skills here. So a little bit kind of like Cesta, her default attack when she does all of her move. Excuse me. But obviously not as, you know, you need to have stacks, so not as powerful. When plus 8 clock counts are stacked, consume 8 clock count to stack. Jamming all enemy. Jamming power intelligence minus 100%. Consume 1 stack at the end of turn. If the user died, consume all stack. Retro or clock count does not stack when using these skills. Alright, let's see what the retro clock count stacking is, because I haven't read it. When user use a debuff skill, stack 1 clock on the user. When the user use a buff skill, stack 1 retro count stack. Ooh, interesting. That's kind of a cool mechanic. The more you do buff and debuff, these little things stacks up. I like that. I like that. And when you activate his stellar burst, you get a shield, and the other one, guys, it's the couch that's fills up. All right, so there you go. All right, this one, guys. Retro gift gets a barrier pierce effect, and its strength is increased up to max to 60 based on Cetie's level once per battle. Obviously, acquiring his additional ability after stellar awakening will let him stack retro count for certain learn buff granted skill and clown count for certain learn debuff and inflicting skill. Wow, this was hard to read. His stellar skill is preemptive of all enemy fire piercing attack, and when he has plus 8 retro count stack, he executes 3 type of a certain skill. And when he has plus 8 clock count stack, all enemies are stacked up with jamming. Jamming drops fire intelligence by 100% for 2 for 1 deal. Also, guys, keep in mind he also got his super manifest weapon, so go do it. It's not that hard. It's just time consuming. Baki's battle tip: Vigilance Lens is hard to beat. Stellar Awakening and get the additional abilities. Vigilance Lens, preemptive all enemy fire pierce attacks excel. 5 applies the following effect on the target. Power and intelligence minus 40% for 3 turns. Apply the following effect to all the allies. Luck plus 40% and physical resistance plus 40% and type resistance plus 40% for 3 turns. Right off the bat, guys, you got a buff and debuff. I don't know why luck, but you know. You get and give buff and debuff at the same time, so you can stack both retro count and clock count. And again, guys, he does well with fire and piercing. You know what? I think he would actually kind of like do well with our little Linaria character. All right, right up. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys, for both characters. And I'm a little bit rusty, guys. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit rusty for doing those videos. But let's see if I'm gonna get her actually, because I kind of want her. So let's see if we can wrap this one up super fast. And let's see if we can get him. I mean her. I don't know why I say him. I mean her. All right. I got a lot of stones, so. You might want to save your stone too. There's a cool character that's getting a new outfit, so stay tuned. Science Scyther is getting a new outfit, guys. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I was not expecting that. Okay. Well, I mean, 1 pull, second character 4.5, which is not bad, but you know, which is not bad. Okay. Oh, all right. That I like. Actually a good pull. Cesta and Linaria. Nice. I'm actually going to do it again just because I want to see if I can get her to 5 stars, but I got her. What does she sound like?
Cosmos,
Oh.
your GPS borked again? Ugh, what even is this place?
I was expecting a more high-pitched voice, actually.
Whoa, those clothes, man. Are you... Is this a game?
Huh.
Are you an NPC? Oh, what am I saying? The graphics are way too good.
Okay, her voice and personality is not what I expected. Like, I thought she would be like a cutesy character. But, alright, I like her.
Linaria, by the way.
Linaria.
I work for the COA. Just joined up, though, so a little new at all this. This is my drone, Cosmos. What's up?
Okay, she must be protected.
Ooh. So, I'd love to chat more, but I gotta do a thing. Top secret. Super urgent. Whatever. Maybe we can sync up later.
Okay, wow. I was not expecting her to be that cool. All right, just because I have a lot of stones, I'll do it again because I want her. I want her like 5 star. Wow. Okay, Zelvia. Another robot. Another robot. Another robot. Another robot. Well, I guess I'm gonna need to level her up the old-fashioned way and get her tone the old-fashioned way. All right, that's gonna be it for today, guys. 15 minutes, as I said. I want to keep them short. Yeah, I got nothing else to say. I'm happy. All right, guys. If you like what I do, please hit the subscribe button and the like button, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.